Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Baby Witch _ Tarot. Today we're going to be doing Libra. Okay, so this is going to be your forecast for the month for the sign of Libra, okay? So I always get nervous to work with this deck, you guys. I'm not going to lie because I haven't fully learned it. But if I have the deck, like I have to do what I'm told because I just literally promised my spirits that I will do it. So please subscribe to the channel if you like the content, if you feel like you can resonate with it. And excuse the noise outside. I'm right next to a window in a busy city and it's fucking hot as fuck and I don't have AC. So y'all just going to have to deal with the noise, alright? Ooh! Alright, let's see. Okay, so what's going on for Libra? Ooh, oh, okay, Libra, she own it, So those are it for Libra for that deck. And let me read into them because I gotta read these bitches. I don't really know. It's the Lemuria Beyond Lemuria deck. This was a someone bought it for me. Well, I bought it, but they brought it over for me from Massachusetts, from Salem. So it's pretty special. It came from someone who is a huge part of my recovery. As if you didn't know, I am in recovery. So we have number 41. You know, and like, I can tell you, Libras, that when I pull this deck out, it is usually like some deep healing stuff. Like, it's no fucking joke. Like, this deck does not play no motherfucking games. Like, okay, perfect. We got it. Okay, cool. So okay, so it's time to do something different. It's time to really like go into the depths. Let's see. Okay, Libra, so the way you've been dealing with your emotions hasn't really been working out for you, has it? What's going on, Libra? So this literally says like, be the pioneer of your own actions, meaning that you must take some different approach into how you deal with the overflow of emotions coming onto you, meaning that the results that you are getting from the dynamics of emotional processing are not really as effective anymore. It might have been because you outgrew them. You're in a different place of your life where the way you used to deal with emotions, like if you used to just go and get fucked up, like even if you're not an alcoholic like me or an addict like me, but if every time that you just were overwhelmed, you were just like, I need a break, I want to go get fucked up, and just like, woo, you know, and then that used to work for you, like it no longer does anymore. Like now you're at a point of your life where you really have to go deep within and figure something different. Also, because a lot of the times what this is saying, the realm bridge, is that you have to actually start building that bridge. Oh, look at that. It's so funny because I was just about to start talking about the crown chakra, and look what the water is. She's sitting on the water. She's sitting on her emotions, and she's allowing these emotions to guide her. This right here looks like a moon, looks like a crown. The crown chakra is this chakra that connects you to that you cannot see. The crown chakra is your bridge to God. It's how you speak to God, literally. Like, yes, prayer is the spoken word or the thought of like talking to God, but the way that it goes, like, you know how you use you make a call over Wi-Fi, you make a call over 5G, you make a call over analog signal on the phone, or you make smoke signals. Like, that's the way we communicate, right? So the medium that we get to talk to God through is also a signal, it's also a frequency, and that is carried in our crown chakra. That's like, imagine like we carry like a 5G, but instead of called 5G, it's called Crown G. And we all have it. And that is how we connect to God. That is how this is our direct signal cell phone. You know, it's technology. Remember, the technology always tries to resemble what spirituality and what humans, like all that Bluetooth shit and how our signals, that's all mimicking brainwaves. Like, look into it. Like, literally, art and technology reflect spirituality in life. So anyway, getting back into that, it's time that you start using your emotions to actually get shit done and talk to God and start receiving messages, because when you talk to God, God talks back. It lets you know stuff. So you can either think of it as God, or if you're not comfortable with the term God or the terminology God, or what God means or could have mean to you or whatever, you can also just see it as the universe, your intuition, or to yourself, because at the end of the day, you are a part of what we call God. So it's within you, right? So talking to them and realizing that you need different ways of talking to your intuition, different ways of dealing with everything that is going on inside of you. That is what the tea is for you this month, Libra. That is where you have to go with it. That was a lot of fucking information. I just took 5 minutes of your time, Libra. Well, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, I got channeled to tell you all of that, Libra. It's for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? And I know, Libras, I know you're all about the systematic approach, not a systematic approach to everything, but you're all about the logic approach to things, the more of a stoic kind of thing, you know, you're rational, you're the element of air. You know what I mean? You don't want to bother with emotions too much. You try to suppress them and keep them in line and keep them in check. I mean, it depends what your moon is in. But it's that's not working out for you right now. You got to find a different way, and you got to use those emotions to allow those emotions to connect you to something higher than yourself and to start finding the answers there. You're resisting a lot of change with this. It's like you don't want to go through this. Whatever is causing you this high emotions that you're trying to deal with them with the way you used to deal with them, is mainly because you know there's a change approaching into the way that you look at things. There's something that is going to change how you look at life, something that is going to change how you live your life. And you know that once you change that look, see, you got to start appreciating what others do for you and all the little things. This is not only about working in team. This is actually about knowing that you need a team to build what you gotta build, knowing that all of the little things that everybody does around you matter to you. So it's almost like you don't want to, I want to say accept the help, but it's almost like you don't want to go with the flow. It's almost like you don't want to go with the flow, and it takes a lot of people to build that structure, that financial structure that you want. Whether you like it or not, you're most likely gonna have to go in partnership with somebody, and that's just is what it is. I don't know why you're getting so emotional about it, Libra. And then on top of that, you're getting emotional, you try to suppress your emotions, and it's not helping you look things clearly. See, you're unwilling to walk away. Let me see if this is. Yep, it's upside down. You're literally unwilling to walk away. Shit. Gotta get my book. Let me see if the card upside down is unwillingness or simply picking up what's left. Because this card can mean either way. It's either the inability or picking up what's left. And I want to see which one is for you right now. Yep, inability to leave the situation. It's you just don't want to. You're just sitting there throwing a fucking fit. No, I'm going to focus on the negative, and I'm going to not move on with my fucking life because of that. Why are you doing this to yourself, Libra? I get it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's you're leaving. You're either walking out of the situation before it's done, but I don't feel like that's the case right now. I feel like this is more of a case of you're staying too long in this kind of situation, and you're repressing all of the emotions that this situation is bringing you because you don't want to deal with it, but yet you don't want to walk away from it, which is making you resist the change. And it's well, the universe is trying to talk to you and let you know how to deal with all the situations, Libra, but you have to process your emotions in order for you to get connected to that, because your crown chakra is completely blocked because you're just over here just holding your sacral chakra like it was the motherfucking thing to do. And your sacral chakra is the gutter of all of our emotions. So it's I wish I could talk this in terms of people who don't really practice spirituality in all the ways that I do, but like I really can't. If you would like to book a one-on-one session so I can explain with you to more detail and I can give you more specifics of what's going on for you, like if you're resonated with this and you're like, oh, that resonated to me in a general level, but I want to know more in depth, you can find me at babywitch_tarot, the same link that I have in here and Instagram. Okay, so I'm gonna pull 2 more cards for you and then we're done because we are at 10 minutes. Let's see. Give us some tools. Give us some tools. Give us some tools, universe. Give us some tools for Libra of how they can do. I know that I explained some stuff right now, but like, give them some tools. Thank you. Ah, bitch! Life is like, hold up. Wait a minute. We're done here. We're done. Okay, so there comes a time in life where you will keep pushing a situation and life is like, okay, this bitch don't get it. Like, we're gonna make something happen, says the universe, so that this doesn't go on and that everything goes on pause. Like, you couldn't make the decision yourself, Libra, so now your best deal is to surrender. Because now the situation is going to stop itself. So, remember, the universe is always on your side. So this is doing for your own good. Also, the cards just gave you the power. The cards just gave you the power to know that for different Libras can work different ways. You can be at a different state of all of this. Meaning that you're starting to realize that you want to talk to God, that you want to talk to the universe, that you want to talk to your intuition, and you realize that something is blocking it, right? So that's the beginning of the reading. Okay, so start blocking it, start working on it, start meditating, start spending some time alone, start just kind of secluding a little bit, but not isolating, you know? Okay, so you didn't make it past that point. You know, now you realize that you're carrying on this baggage, that you're not willing to work with other people, that you're not willing to financially secure yourself by allowing other people to come into the picture of your financial plan. Somehow that's a part of this whole fucking thing. Okay, well, let him in. That's cool. You've already went through. Okay, so now you realize that you, like, that whole thing is just done with, and you're, like, not willing to walk away from it. Well, then walk away from it, and then we'll move on to the last part of the reading. So you made it this far, and you didn't change any of it because you were unaware, you didn't get the chance, you're going in reading and listening to this reading right now, and you're like, fuck, that just happened to me. Okay, so now if you made it this far, where you didn't start it from the very beginning to allow your emotions to guide you into your intuition, and instead of suppressing them, changing them, then just allow the universe to put a stop to everything for you, because at this point, letting it out of your hands and surrendering is what you can do, because life is like, okay, you cannot deal with this correctly, and we love you so much that we don't want you to do this. Now, you're gonna sit there and kick and scream, because if you made it this far into the reading out through the month, that means that you're fucking stubborn. Okay? And that's okay, because baby, let me tell you, I have been there. I am there every other motherfucking day. Okay? Every other motherfucking day I throw the cards to myself and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do that. I don't feel like getting triggered today to show the universe that I've learned how to use my new coping skills. I don't want to show you that I can manage my anger. I just don't. And life is like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you feel. Fuck your feelings. Life is a savage. But at the end, it has her best interest in mind. So when everything does come to a halt, just know that financially you're going to be stable. Overall, you're really good at what you do. You're going to be okay. You're going to be financially stable when you get out of this whole situation. It's very funny because the root of this whole reading is financial, but it's becoming very emotional for you, Libra. It's becoming too emotional for you, and you're not processing the emotions correctly. Learn how to process emotions correctly and don't just suppress them. Do a lot of sacral chakra work. And heart chakra and whatever the fuck else you need to do. Fucking research it, you know? But the bottom line here is that at the end of the day, even if you don't learn your lesson, even if everything gets put on hold for you, you will be okay and you will be given a chance to repeat the same motherfucking situation all over again next year, boo. Anyway, thank you for coming. I love y'all. And bitch, you just got read.